your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. No, I'm not here for blessing, blessing, blessing. 'Cause Jesus, you don't owe me anything. It's more than anything that you can do. God, I just want you. Well, I'm sorry when I've just gone through the motions, and I'm sorry when I just sang another song. Take me back to where we started. I open up my heart to you. And I'm sorry when I've come with my agenda. I'm sorry when I've forgotten your enough. Please take me back to where we started. I open up my heart to you. I'm caught up in your presence. God, I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. No, I'm not here for blessings. 'Cause Jesus, you don't owe me anything. It's more than anything that you can do. God, I just want you. I just want you and nothing else. And nothing else, Jesus. Nothing else will do. I just want you and nothing else. Nothing else, Jesus. Nothing else will do. God, I just want you and nothing else. And nothing else, Jesus. Nothing else will do. God, I just want you and nothing else. Nothing else, Jesus. Nothing else will do. I'm caught up in your presence. God, I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. No, I'm not here for blessings. 'Cause Jesus, you don't owe me anything. It's more than anything you can do. God, I just want you. Yes, it's more than anything that you can do. God, I just want you.
Pain makes my questions grow too large, and I feel that I run far. My memory fails me right. I get enslaved to my own mind. Forgetfulness of your grace drags me around for miles until I see the corner of your smile. Oh, you were good to me before I knew your name. Your grace freed me from a selfish pain. I was lost and I felt the need for you. How could I ever leave? 'Cause you've captured my heart in ways I didn't know I could be captured. Oh, you've captured my heart in ways I didn't know I could be captured. I fall so short from what I can't achieve. Start to agree with what I don't believe. My sensory fails the truth as I disremember who I am in you. Forgetfulness of your grace drags me around for miles until I see the corner of your smile. Oh, you were good to me before I knew your name. Oh, your grace freed me from my selfish pain, I was lost and I felt the need for you. How could I ever leave? 'Cause you've captured my heart in ways I didn't know I could be captured. Oh, you've captured my heart in ways I didn't know I could be captured.
Some jams, real talk, and hot topics. Here's the radio program with the most vibes in all of SAs. The Vibe O'Clock started right now. Brought to you by the YPG. Because in the YPG, we got too much sauce.
Oh yes. Back to the Vibe O'Clock, back to the vibes, back to where we have indeed too much sauce. Let's be honest, I obviously love the 2023 slogan to another level, but too much sauce was also, it had that thing. It's done. We're not going back there. But it was special. Yeah. I liked it.
It was a nice opener to a revamped YPG.
Yeah, a revamp. Definitely. What's good, YPG fam? Good to be connected with you guys here live on the Vibe O'Clock. Those of you who are listening on Freedom on Air. Alternatively, you can watch a little bit. Well, you're just gonna see this studio, this plain studio here. You guys are gonna see of us here in Park Station. If you want to watch it, then it's on Facebook or on YouTube. Today, we are going back, continuing our series of the critical thinking. And today, we're going to confront another group of people. And you know that the Vibe O'Clock can get a bit confrontational sometimes. Yeah, the Vibe O'Clock can get quite confrontational. We will not come with the mystery of surprise because Part 3 is going to be even more heated. You guys are just going to see the promos and the ads which we're going to post up in our media platforms in the course of the week. Next week, we're also going to have an interesting thing, an important announcement to make. But today, you need to listen to it and follow through with what we're going to share next week. It's all a series which has to do with the critical thinking, intelligent thinking not with your feelings, but instead with your mind. What's good, Mr. Vinny?
What's up, YPG fam? We're back with another one. We need to actually add that, DJ Khaled thing. Another one, like every week.
Another one.
Because that's what it is. It's another level. Every week is another level. Hope you guys are good, and I'm sure today's vibes are going to be one to remember.
Yes. Busisa says, CPT, let's go! Ironically, I like to use the expression, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, anyways, CPT, EL, and PE, DBN, and JHB, and wherever you are, connect. We are going to listen to the recap. Do we have the recap?
Yes, we have 3 recaps.
The recaps from last week. And also a couple of the comments from our listeners and what they understood and what it had to do in their lives, the effect it had in their lives. I'm trying to remember, what was last week? I don't remember. I need to listen to the recap.
Yeah, we need to rewind just for PJ, guys.
Yeah, let's rewind and we're going to be right back.
You're currently tuned into the 5 o'clock on Freedom on Air Radio, brought to you by the YPG.
Let's talk about critical thinking when it comes to morals and values. Morals and values, sets of rules. They are the road rules. Whether the road rules are right or wrong, whether they should be like this, whether this one should go first, whether the traffic light takes too long to go green or not, that's not the case. The fact is the road rules were created. Whoever created it, that's not my problem. Critical thinking is like, why did he make it green? Why is it not pink? And that's not my problem. But it is my problem to drive safely on the road, to protect the passengers who are in the car with me, and to respect the other users. So the moment I stop in the middle of the street, or I'm driving recklessly because I'm busy on my phone, distracted on my phone, texting whilst driving, or I'm driving slow on the fast lane, my goodness, that one ticks me off. Slow drivers on the fast lane. But the fact is, the rule of the road is keep left, pass right. So if you're going to drive fast, oh, but he's driving at 300 kilometers an hour. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. The fact is, if he's got to drive fast, as a matter of fact, you don't know why he's driving fast. Maybe his wife is pregnant in the back seat. Maybe somebody's dying in the back seat, and you don't know, and you're like, why is this guy driving fast? Now I'm going to chill on the fast lane, and I don't care. Morals and values, something which is oftentimes overseen, because critical thinking is all about questioning.
To another level, YPG. This is immediately from the YPG of King Williamstown. From last week, 5 o'clock, I learned about critical thinking and the different perspectives of critical thinking. And it triggered a lot of thoughts to me, a lot of ideas of whether or not is critical thinking worth it, and why exactly do people consider critical thinking. And through that, I was able to understand that even though critical thinking has its bad sides, but sometimes it is vital for us to question, to understand certain things, to avoid finding ourselves in positions that we would not want to be in because of lack of knowledge.
Hi, YPG RSA. I'm from YPG Islam now, and I would like to share what I understand about critical thinking is after we question, after we use our critical thinking, and we need to apply in the right way. We need to be these good critical thinkers to know what is right, to know what is good before we do. Because once we think, we know that we will apply to do.
You're currently tuned into the 5 o'clock on Freedom on Air Radio, brought to you by the YPG.
It's proudly YPG, and that's what's up. Last week we were talking about morals and values. Thanks for refreshing my memory, guys. I had legit forgotten about it. The morals and values, the boundaries which we set in our lives, which many times we make concessions. Many times we give it that gap just because, hey, come on, it's just once, come on, it's not going to be that bad, because So those concessions, which we break, those boundaries, which sometimes are set for us, and in other case we set for ourselves, they are there to protect us. But when we break them, or we don't notice them, when we lose focus of the most important things, then we break them, and critical thinking is lacking. Obviously, the consequences will be there. Today, we're going to go pretty much straight to the point. The Bible clock is not going to be lengthy. We are going to speak about excessive confidence.
Okay.
Excessive confidence. Confidence is obviously an important thing, a pivotal aspect in our lives. And in the YPG, what we do a lot is to encourage everyone to have confidence, to be confident. That's one of the things which we'll find the most amongst our youth, pushing them to be confident, pushing them to many who are shy. How many of you who are part of the YPG, you are a shy person? You wouldn't be able to stand in front of a crowd and speak. You wouldn't be able to, some of our mentors, you wouldn't be able to coordinate, conduct the YPG hangouts. And you do it today because you learned how to be confident. And now we're talking about excessive confidence. A bit too much of it. Because, you know, Vinny, in life, anything that there's too much of is a problem.
Yes.
Even being holy.
Yes.
Even being holy, too much of it can
an
be a
issue.
problem. And it's biblical. It's written, do not be overly righteous. Even in terms of that, everything. A plant. I remember my dad would use the saying a lot that a plant, it needs water. It definitely does need water. But think about it. Think about it. If you give that plant too much water, it dies. A plant needs sunlight. But if there's excessive sunlight, that can be a problem. It needs good soil. But if you put too much soil, an excessive amount of soil, it dies. So everything in life requires balance. And confidence, for anything immense you want to conquer in your life, confidence is necessary. Confidence is pivotal. Confidence is essential. But what happens when there is an excessive amount of confidence?
There is the downfall. There is a downfall. You know, you're speaking about this. I remember that the same person who said do not be overly righteous also said there was a time for everything. So in life, there is a time to be on the driver's seat. But there are times where you might not have petrol and you need someone to drive you. So you're going to have to sit on that back seat. Imagine I go to you, PJ, and I say, yo, I'm going to drive your car. You might think, okay, cool, no, it's fine. But now if I start doing it every day, you're going to think, something's wrong with him. He's crossing the boundaries.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with overconfidence. You start crossing boundaries. You start disrespecting, going back to last week.
Yeah.
You disrespect certain values and morals because you are overdoing something. There is a time where we need you to be that person, but there's a time where we need you to stop and be like, dude, I can do it myself.
And I like to use the analogies in sports. Because in sports, every single sport requires teamwork.
Yes.
Whether on that field or in that court, no single sportsman or rather athlete is capable of doing what he does on his own. You can talk about sports where it's one person playing, tennis or golf. The guy doesn't carry his clubs alone. The guy hitting that racket, he's got a coach, he's got someone who's there pushing him, who's there guiding him, who's there showing him what he needs to do right or what he has been doing wrong. That boxer in a ring, he is boxing. It's no one else but he's alone. However, his coach is on that corner, in the corner there, shouting and telling him, block, jab, uppercut, hook. He's telling that boxer or that MMA fighter what he needs to do, which means he can't do it on his own. Whilst he's on that field, in that court, in that ring, whatever you want to call it, that octagon, the fact is he is there because there was a group of people who helped him or her to reach that place. And excessive confidence makes a person, maybe to reach there, his confidence has taken him there, but excessive confidence is when you think, I don't need anybody else, I've got it on my own here.
So true. When we speak about this, you know what comes to my mind? We spoke about this once.
Mm-hmm.
Ego.
Yeah.
When we speak about self-confidence, there is the ego. And I want to break down this idea of the ego with you now, PJ.
Mm-hmm.
The ego is this defense mechanism. Remember, it defends a certain belief that is inside of you. For example, you spoke about someone being shy and someone speaking a lot. Put it in the context of a challenge in the YPG. You're making a presentation. And maybe you, as the nation leader, decide that me, Vinny, the overconfident person, is not going to speak today, but we're going to get someone else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when that person goes to present, naturally, they won't get it like spot on because they're shy.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's going to happen? My ego is going to speak.
Yes.
And say, come on, it should have been you.
I could have done better.
I could have done better. I'm more capable. I'm more well-spoken. I know how to express myself. Who is she? And so forth. Or who is he? When your ego takes over, that's when the overconfidence starts.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're thinking you are the only one capable of doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes you an unbearable person at times as well.
Yeah.
You don't give anyone a chance. You are no more friendly. You're no more nice to be around.
You're unpleasant.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than a person who doesn't listen to people. That's a fact. Think about it. Think about that one person whom you've tried speaking to and they don't listen to. And overconfidence, we usually use the term pride. I was sharing this with the YPG, I think last week or the week before. Pride comes in different shapes, by the way. Pride can come in the shape of arrogance, where you see somebody clearly arrogant. I did it. You know, I did it. I scored the goal. But if the other 10 guys weren't there for you, we're not going to score that goal. You can be Messi for all that matters. Put Messi versus 11 Nkomos. He's not going to score against those 11 Nkomos. He can't do it alone. So there's that level of pride. And there's the level of pride. Bless him.
Thank you.
And there's the level of pride that's very subtle. And that one's even more dangerous.
Yes.
Because the first level of pride, when that person breaks his face, usually, oftentimes, the person will be like, "Ish, let me tone it down." They'll humble themselves. But the worst level of pride is the subtle one, where the person thinks, you know, it's okay, you do it. You know, like you were saying, you know, there's that task in the YPG, and you speak better than I, but our coordinator says, you know what, PJ's going to do it this week. Vinny does it better, but let's give PJ a shot. And then you'd be like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay.
What happens.
Whatever happens, look. Eddie, you said it perfectly. Sneaky pride. I like the way you said it. Perfectly said. Sneaky pride. It's very subtle. A person has even the tendency, especially with the church, when they use that church jargon and they say, Who am I? Who am I? I'm nobody. They have that tendency of thinking that, you know, come on, it's not really like that, you know. I'm not being... They don't give off their ego directly, but their attack is internal.
Yes.
Their attack is most especially when things don't go their way and when correction comes in. The worst thing about pride, and I'll be honest, I was thinking about this last week. Pride at times is even overlooked, but what is the father of all sins? Pride. The moment you think you don't need to listen to nothing and no one. Pride was so bad that homie, that guy living in heaven with God, he had the privilege we all wish to have, actually got to the point of thinking that he could be higher than God. God is the cap. Like, you can't go higher. That's impossible. He was so blinded. Pride is so blinding that it convinces someone that you can do what is impossible. Well, There are things that are possible. That's impossible.
Yes.
Everything is possible, yes,
But
but
that
that one is not possible. That one is definitely impossible. And the worst thing about pride is because a person can't be corrected, can't be hurt. You know, one of the hardest parts of leadership, and anybody who's in that position, oftentimes even Bishop mentions this a lot, is when you're pampering someone, they love you. The moment you have to remove from that person or correct that person, it's no longer the same. That when you have to do the dirty job, when you have to actually correct. So we're friends, as long as I'm giving you something, you're taking advantage, you're gaining. The moment that stops, the moment that is cut out and it's about, no, you know what? Stop it, because you're crossing the line. Didn't like what you did, what you said. You're on timeout.
Yes.
You're in timeout. Then whoever was in that position is in the position of what you call this, a villain. He's painted, or she is painted as a villain. And I have to say this because whether it's something that's happening at school, at work, or maybe even in the YPG, maybe your coordinator, maybe your mentor corrected you, maybe your teacher, maybe your parents, maybe someone who's older than you corrected you. At times, correction may come in, you know what, let's have a talk, bro. Listen, I think what you did the other day was not cool. Sometimes, yeah, that's chilled. Sometimes it's not going to be like, listen, bro, you messed up. Everything went wrong. It's your fault. And if you ever do that again, there'll be times where it's going to be like that. Now, a person who's proud, even if it's unfair, a person who's humble will be like, let me take the lesson out of it.
Yes.
Look, it wasn't my fault. I'm upset. But he'll take a positive lesson out of it. A person who's proud will only look at the negative aspect.
They take it personal.
Wow.
Personal. No, like don't even sugarcoat it. Don't. Please don't.
No. There's no way to. You gave it raw. Like this.
You just take it personal. Like, no, he doesn't like me. He's changed. He's this. He's that. And it's like he's attacking me now. Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
It's the ego defending your pride.
The defense mechanism, as you said, without a doubt. Your pride can't be touched.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you realize somebody knows more than you, the moment you're getting the attention and you realize somebody's getting more attention than you, and it's an issue. I was reading a saying the other day that goes, if someone corrects you and you feel offended, you've got an ego problem.
Done.
That's something we all need to think about. Critical thinking, guys. We're using our brains to work on something which it's obvious, it's out there. All you need to do is use your mind and not your emotions. And by the way, Vinny, correction doesn't always come from someone who is above you, older than you, knows more than you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it will be given, a sign will be given, and advice will be given by someone who knows less than you.
Yes.
Someone who knows much less than you. I like to say to the YPG that as much as we're in the end of teaching, those who are in the end of learning can also teach. I learn a lot. I learn a lot when I'm with the YPG. We learn so much from one another. And if you want to stop moving in life, stop learning. Think about that. If you want to stop moving, stop learning. Decide that you don't need anyone to teach you. Every single human being has the potential to teach. But are you willing to learn? We're going to go for a short break. We're going to wrap up the subject. And when we come back, I've got 3 awesome announcements. No, wait, two announcements to make. 2. The third one will be for next week. But we have 2 major announcements. You're listening to the Bible Clock on Freedom on Air. And you're also listening to us or watching us at YPG RSA, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you get somebody to connect if they aren't yet, and find out why they're not connected. Get on board. We're going to be right back.
Hello everyone, this is Kanyisa from YPG Gqeberha. I'd like to shout out to Sihle, Asemahle, Udinewe, Uzinhle, Usiya, Nomathamsanga, Usiya, and everyone from Gqeberha, especially from Nohong, where the vibe is. Thank you.
When I feel I'm not good enough, I look to you, I look to my God above. When my insecurities try to break me down, I look to you, my fortress. When I feel like not getting up, I look to you, I look to the Lord of love. When my fears like gravity try to bring me down, I look to you, ocean. I'm more than enough, in God I can trust. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough, nothing can separate us. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough for me. Your love is enough. Your love is enough for me. When I feel I'm not moving forward, I look to you, the rock where my hope is found. When all my depravities try to bring me down, I look to you, my Father. I'm more than enough, in God I can trust. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough, nothing can separate us. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. I'm more than enough, in God I can trust. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough, nothing can separate us. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough for me. Your love is enough. Your love is enough for me. Enough, 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 enough. 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 Your love is enough for me. Lord, you provide my daily supply. Your grace is enough for me. I will rejoice, I lift up my voice, I boast more gladly in my weakness. Cause your love is all I need. It's enough for me. Your love is enough for me. Lord, you provide my daily supply. Your grace is enough for me. I will rejoice, I'll lift up my voice, I'll boast more gladly in my weakness. Cause your love is all I need. It's enough for me.
Hi, my name is Mbali, and I would like to send a shout out to Harangua YPG in Pretoria. YPG on another level.
Are you feeling depressed or are you feeling down? Maybe even alone? Well, the YPG is here for you. Do you want to vent? Call us on our toll-free helpline number on 0800 330 320 or DM us on Facebook or Instagram at YPGRSA. You are not alone.
Welcome back, welcome back. We brought you a bit of a soothing song in case you have an issue with your ego, pride, or overconfidence. We hope you get up, get up, get up.
Please don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal, guys.
Please.
That's the whole point here.
Please.
It's a very painful thing, and sometimes confrontation, not sometimes, confrontation is usually not sweet. As he said, don't candy coat it. Taking things personal. Look, I was mentioning the other day, can you remember the best teacher who taught you? Like, or better said, the teacher whom you had the best marks with?
Yes.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strict was he or she?
Like an 8.
An 8.
I'd give her an 8.
The really chilled ones, usually we didn't.
I would never take them serious. 60s.
Why show me this teacher? But those strict ones, I'll remember Mrs. Naidu in grade, I think she was my grade controller in, was it grade 10, grade 11? I think grade 11. I remember grade 11. I don't know if she was in grade 10. I think she did grade 10, 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
She was not, like, she would never raise her voice. She was never, but she was disciplined. You would enter her class, she'd not take nonsense. You would enter her class, and she would say, take your books, leave your bags in front.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the other teachers, there was never that, but she just had that. We thought it was when we first got into her class, we thought it was just in the beginning. No, it was legit how she was. She would leave your bags in front. She was a very serious teacher, very serious. She would not joke much. She was not, I would say she was not charismatic, but everybody passed and passed well in her class because she went there not to please us. She went there to get the job done.
You're reminding me of my history teacher in matric, June.
You did history?
Yeah.
Serious?
I loved history because of her. Well, her strictness made me love it. My
Okay.
goodness.
Okay.
I hated writing. Number one, I was terrible at it. And she would not let me leave until I wrote a proper essay. Because she said, I don't get lower than 80s. My students don't get... And I was looking at my matric thingy now. Literally here, I still have the screenshot. June Howell, my mark.
Yeah, 90.
I got a 90. This was in matric.
Wow.
Because of her. I don't forget her. She was tough.
You beat me in history, bro.
Wow.
And I loved history. What are your other two subjects?
I did... Let me check here. I did business, English. I did Portuguese as well.
I did cat.
Yeah, I did cat.
Business, cat, and dog.
And
Business,
dog.
cat, and history. I did life science, history, and geography. I don't know why I took geography. I really did not like geography.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I know. I think some of the stuff of geography was interesting, but other things were like, I wanted to hear about other countries and stuff.
Yeah,
other stuff.
those interesting facts.
Yo, map work. That thing trapped me, man. The thing with the string, man. Topography and what. That thing trapped me. I won't lie. And that thing was the easier part. I liked the theory. Anyways, going back to that, the strict teachers, they upheld discipline.
Mm-hmm.
They upheld they were not trying to be who you liked. And ironically, the other one was also Miss Geography is a scam, Gem. Anyways, sorry guys. I forgot what I was gonna say now.
You were speaking about the other what?
Yes, my other my English teacher in matric, she was also Miss Naidu. She nailed it. She was also not the kind of friendly. She was not evil. There were teachers who were just mean. She was not mean, but she was very serious, quite strict, and she was also someone who
You don't play games.
Nah, you wouldn't play games with her. But the marks, my guy. When you have pride and you think that what that teacher's doing is personal. No, she's just like, she doesn't like me. She doesn't like me. You're just going to remain where you are. Fail. Now take that in life. Where somebody's giving you a sound advice, trying to help you. And you keep hitting your head and insisting in sometimes something which may seem minor,
but it's actually
it's wrong. What is wrong is wrong. Doesn't have a size. Shanti says, what? Lol, PJ, I failed geography due to hating it. Unfortunately, we couldn't use our subjects. Geography, I respected, Shem.
But I want to add something what you say, PJ. Sorry. You see, these teachers, they did something that the proud failed to do. The teachers separated their emotion from their work.
Yeah.
And that's the most important factor here. Your emotion and what needs to get done. Remember, life is made out of two things, results or excuses.
Oh, yeah.
Results, no emotion attached. It's done and that's it. Excuses, emotions, pride. Fact. Your excuses, like we were speaking during the break, is pride. Because you don't want to accept your mistakes, so you need to justify yourself. So they did that well. And we don't forget them, ironically. The years can pass, but you don't forget them.
You don't.
The lesson stayed in your head until
the results
today.
came.
And the results
the
came.
Results, I mean,
you benefited.
Yeah.
So that's another thing people need to be careful of. When the correction comes, are you in a state of emotion or are you really critically thinking about it?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much sums up today's topic. Guys, I see that there are lots of comments today. We are not going to be able to read your comments. I'm going to bring on Pastor Carlos from the YPG of Soweto Holy Ground. To share a little bit of his thoughts. Oh, he got a fright there. He's I'm already on screen. Oh, you guys did not announce. He didn't have time to sort out his hair and you know,
makeup
sort of
and everything. Hold up, let me just unmute him here. There he is.
What is good, Mr. Charles?
Well, we just came back literally like 10 to 15 minutes ago. We went to a place here today called Motsualed. Yo, it was full of youth. I can tell you.
Okay. And what is the vibes there? What was the vibes? Tell us about it. You can't just give us a small push and give
we
us...
want to know.
We don't want drops. We want
If I send a picture, are you going to be able to show it to people?
Yes.
Send it through.
Let me see.
Meanwhile, tell us, do you want to add anything based on the topic whilst you're sending? Don't worry, we'll
wait.
We'll wait whilst you're sending, just so that, you know, there's no awkward silence here. You know that, and people are like, data, PJ, pasta. No, not PJ, him actually. It's his fault. We don't care.
Yeah, it's not us. It's
we
him.
make your data profitable, guys.
No. One thing that I would like to add, it's like you can't be able to go through life without taking a correction, let me put it like that.
Yeah.
Because it's really part of life. And you know that to get better, you need to be corrected since we're not perfect.
Yeah.
And we're always after perfection. And a funny thing is that sometimes people see things you are not able to see in yourself.
Definitely.
And that's something that you consider.
It's like a coach in a soccer match. When you are playing, there's certain things you don't see. But when you are out of the match and you are watching, when we're watching, we're always like, pass the ball to that guy, his face is open. But sometimes the angle that guy is, he can't see it.
Can't see what's going on.
So a person from the outside, as Pastor Carlos said, is pretty much the same thing. You know, somebody on the outside has a better view of what's actually going on than what you might be visualizing. Definitely.
You know, just a comment to say. A couple of years ago, I was reading a book. This guy is a soldier. And he said that very, very, very nice. He said that he was in a certain operation and he needed to step back to see what was happening in. And he said that one thing that he did helped to save the whole troop. And he said that from that day on, he always considered the second point of view. And in life, actually, those who are around of us, they will be mostly times the second point of view.
That's so true. It reminds me, as you were saying, of like doctors. They're not allowed
Yes.
to operate on family members.
Mm.
Why? Because their emotions will
kick
get
in.
involved. It'll kick in, and pride works with people's emotions. You see how emotions, pride, all of it is detrimental. It's damaging, without a doubt. Tell us about the picture, please, Eddie. Eddie, I'm so disappointed you loved geography. Geography made me feel all like I'm Indiana Jones. Tell us a little bit about the picture. What is that? What was happening there? Evangel style there? What was happening there?
Well, this place it has got two grounds where they were playing soccer. And the moment we kicked in, there was unfortunately, but it was good for us. But the coach didn't like that because one of the match just stopped because of us.
Oh,
But it-
Gate crashing.
yeah, y'all crushed the match there.
And then we did the evangel style, and there were two guys there that they were dancing with us. Well, I can tell you how these guys are talented. They know how to do the thing. And it was amazing. As you can see, okay, the picture was not that good. I'll agree. But it can give a view of what was happening there. And
The sky
we
looks
got-
beautiful there, and I like that leaf. You know, the leaf there on the tree.
I like the power.
The power lines.
Yeah.
Oh, the truck is there. Oh, that's where everyone. No, we got the point here. We got the point there.
No, but it was great. We got two soccer teams who are gonna be joining us tomorrow, so they will come with us. And even for the next weeks, today we had even the soccer here with the guys. They will be with us as for now.
Oh, that's what's up. Soweto is definitely taking things to another level. We hope we
Yes.
expect such. It is the HQ. We expect such.
HQ.
HQ. Now, Pastor Charles, tell us what is happening in the morrows at the Holy Ground. What can the YPG expect in Soweto?
Well, I brought something here.
Sponge. I also brought mine.
SpongeBob.
Your wife is now making you wash dishes as well.
Oh, yeah. Actually, okay, I've got to say that she was about to do it and I took it.
So now, since you took it, she's gonna say, "Now you're gonna wash it yourself." I didn't tell you to take the sponge there to the Bible club. I didn't say.
Well, I should have planned before I did.
What can we expect if we are in the Sowetos?
Well, tomorrow, not all about the vibes, but one thing that I've seen with the YPG, it really moves us forward. Like critical thinking, so we have got here some minutes that we got together, and it can open people's mind. And the vibes we are gonna have tomorrow, it's going to blow their minds. I'm telling you, because we have got people who are going to another level. And there is a saying says that if you want to fly like an eagle, you should not walk with chickens. So if you really want to go to that level, you have got to be with us.
So please share
like
the
that.
address for those who are in Soweto and those who don't know. Maybe they got a friend and they can tell them where they can find the YPG fam in Soweto.
Well, it's Deep Booth, Zone 6, Iming Street. The easiest way for those who are a bit far, it's just to cross by the hospital. When you cross the hospital and the rank at the back of ShopRite.
Yeah, Vele, you can't miss it.
Yeah, you can't miss it. It's big.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, even ShopRite. now
It's
you
a
can-
blue shop, right?
No. The thing is, like, even if they're not looking for the church, they will definitely find it.
I'm here. I'm here.
here.
Can't you see me? Even the blind can see it, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We are going to be talking about the sponge. What does the sponge have to do in your life? Those of you who are in the Soweto area, maybe you can, pay them a visit. Maybe you visited other branches. Maybe you say, I haven't seen these vibes, which I hear about it in the YPG. I'm pretty sure if you're going to be visiting the YPG fam in Soweto with the sponge, no, we're not going to teach you how to wash dishes. That's not going to happen. Although I can wash dishes very well.
Dishwashing 101 tomorrow.
I'm brilliant at washing. Can you wash dishes well?
Yes, very well.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Pastor Charles, do you wash dishes well?
Yeah, I do.
That's what you're saying. We're going to ask your wife. We're going to ask her to confirm how true is this washing of dishes of yours. I wash dishes very well. Your Viber Clockians can check it in the comment section. I'll ask my wife. She'll comment. She'll say it. I'm not being proud. I'm just she will admit it that I am a good Viber Clockian dishwasher. But that's not what we're going to be teaching in the morrows. We're going to be sharing with you guys exactly what this is all about and how this has a lot to do with your mind, your life. Yes, that's what's up. Shanti says online is more vibes. Not really, Shanti. If you go to Zone 6, Dipkloof in the morrows, I'm pretty sure you'll find the vibes. You can also join us in 25 Plain Street in Park Station, B1 Hall. You can be sure that... Oh, there as well. Okay, just checking. But I know in these two, I don't know about the others, but I know these two hoods, the vibes will be there. But above all, life lessons which will be able to change your life. Spabalwe just posted there. If you're in Grahamstown, right next to, opposite the Grahamstown police station, go to the police station. But when you're just about to enter, make a U-turn opposite, you're going to see our YPG family there. Lumka at 8 Boy Street, Zwide in Port Elizabeth. Thank you so much, Lumka. Those of you who are in George, Craddock Street, 121 Craddock Street. Church Street. You know what's interesting? I don't know if you've noticed. Whenever we talk about addresses, there are two of our YPG fams who never disappoint in writing down their address. It's the Maritzburg fam and the Pretoria fam.
Yes, very true.
Ironically, I know their address, not because I've been there or worked there, but
It's
I
the
know
comments.
it's just, they're there. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Cindy. So 399 Church Street, opposite ShopRite Capital Center. That's those of you in Maritzburg. Carltonville, 4 Udder Street, Carltonville. Join us in the morrows. Guys, just don't forget, when you do put the addresses, also put the times, because the times kind of vary. Soweto is 12:30, am I correct?
1 o'clock.
Oh, 1 o'clock. Okay. So if you're in Soweto, 1 o'clock, Park Station 25 Plain Street, opposite the Park Station bus terminus. Also, it's at 1 o'clock. And I think that's it. Just make sure. Yes, put it there. There we go. There we go. I'm not allowed to be proud, is it? When PJ washes the dishes, he does it to put. Danko.
Where's my sound effects? I need to find them. Wrong one. And I like this one.
The bicycle one. Now, where is Diane? I want to see Diane's comment to tell us about your dishwashing skills. You're going to come with an excuse and you're going to say that she's not. We're going to wrap up because of time. Nosimpi was reminding me, pride, PJ. So thank you, Nosimpi. We're going to wrap up, guys, because it's more than time to go. But we're going to leave in the songs. If Diane, the wife of Pastor Charles, if she does put the comments here, we're going to leave it there for us to find. She needs to be honest. She's not allowed to hype it up. No spice, no sauce. She must be honest. If it's average, or at least on a scale of 1 to 10, that's it. All right. In the morrows at every YPG hangout. And lastly, if any of you need to reach out, you want to chat, any of you are struggling, maybe you were someone who used to be part of the YPG fam, myself, Pastor Charles, his wife, my wife, we are together on the DMs, us as well as a team of mentors, people who have been through hell and back, and we've added new mentors to help assist in the DMs. Please accept our apologies when sometimes it takes a little bit long. It's not deliberate. It's not ignoring you guys. It's because there are many things which happen at once, and sometimes some are busy. They're volunteers, but the 4 of us are mainly on. Vinny as well is here. If you need our help, we are there. You want to vent, you want to talk. If you want to stay anonymous, that's also fine. But we are here to listen to you. If you want to mail us, ypg@uckg.org.za. That's it from us. Dione says yes, he washes very nice. Okay, you were safe. You were safe. We're supposed to give him another one, not the bicycle horn there.
Okay, fine.
The DJ.
No, we're just hyping him up.
That's
Shane,
the
we're just
one,
hyping him up.
Guys, that's it. May God bless you. Keletso's reminding us 0800 330 if you want to also call our toll-free national helpline. It's toll-free. Don't worry about data. Don't worry about airtime.
We pay for you.
We pay for you. That's what's up. Guys, God bless you. It belongs to you. Please.
Where are you?
Please. It belongs to you. That's the song of the moment. Is that the... I want the piano. I'm a piano version.
Yeah.
It should be the one.
Should be the one.
Should be the one. If it's not, we'll literally change it so we're not being unprofessional. Guys, God bless you. Not forgetting that in the YPG, we are going to another level. We're out of here.
Feeling lonely, depressed, having suicidal thoughts, or just want to vent? The YPG's got you. Hit us up now on Facebook or Instagram at YPGRSA. Alternatively, call the toll-free helpline number at 0800 330 320.